State your name and your occupation.
Alright. John Richter, and I was the director on Smiles.
My name is Jesse Larson, and I am the producer.
I'm Stephen Morgan. I was the director of photography.
Sean Owens, writer and the main character, Smiles.
Ahmed Williams, co-editor.
My name is John Myers, and I'm a co-editor on Smiles.
Rob McCaffrey, professor of digital media, assessor of how well the Smiles crew did.
The idea actually came from, and I used to live in Texas, and I don't remember the actual first time I did the Smile, but somewhere along me and my friends, we would always have this little thing. I started it, and then they all followed, so like a whole group of us would do it, to where whenever we'd say something that's kind of like a smart-ass remark or anything that would make kind of slightly out of context to where somebody would, kind of make you do a double take, we'd always follow it up with that smile, like, like they start to look away, then they look back like, what did you say? And, have that smile there. So we always, for us, it was just kind of like a little group thing that was funny to us all, like an inside joke, and we'd do it to people who weren't on the inside of the joke, and they would be like, why is he smiling? From that, I just thought it would be funny to write a character who's stuck in that face and put them in some really bad situations. And I pitched it on the first or second day of class, second week, I guess, and it seemed to get a good response, so we went with it.
We came into this thing knowing it was going to be a great comedy, that we had a solid story, we all had our jobs to take care of, and we just did it.
I'll certainly be glad to see this group go.
Great crew. The crew was a lot of fun throughout the whole shoot.
I never had much hope from them from the beginning, and they bore that out to the fullest extent.
The cast was fine. Everybody was great. Everybody showed up on time, even early, all the time. They all took direction fairly well, and it came out pretty good.
I had a screenwriter who managed to change not a word in 3 drafts, a director with a vision that needed glasses, and
Everyone did a great job. We got everyone there. We got everyone out of there on time, and it turned out pretty well.
Well, the restaurant was fascinating because it was my first time actually getting a crew of more than just 3 people with a camera and a light kit, and just getting everybody together, having an actual actor and extras, and just working together on an actual set was absolutely fascinating, and it was definitely fun to partake in.
Maybe not even not breadsticks, but the basket. If you could just get the basket on the table,
Okay.
that would look great. It's right there.
And then on the tray, I could probably do a salad and some desserts and some bread, maybe.
On the tray you're carrying?
Yeah.
I was thinking on the tray you were carrying. I was thinking about having it have almost dirty dishes on it, like you're leaving a table. These are coming from over here.
I
like
have
this.
some in my house.
And you walk up, and
But,
as you walk by, you go, waiter, and you stop. I don't really look like I belong in a
No,
restaurant.
I say let's not even put anyone back there. It's going to distract from them.
I was gonna say I can slightly sit down.
Can you blur that table out?
No.
Okay, so here's what you're gonna do with this shot. 6B, take 3. Action.
Waiter, there's a hair in my soup.
Cut! Almost all of that footage is usable, so it was a good day.
Excuse me. Hello?
Can you tell them that we're in the middle of an interview?
Yeah, hold on, let me call you back.
So he looks at it. He's like, is that good? Is that good? Is that
What did you say? The apartment was good. It was actually my apartment. It had really good lighting. I was very happy with how it came out.
The apartment was good. We got some good lighting in there. Kudos to Steve. He's pretty experienced with lighting, and he made everything look really good as far as daylight and being inside. He used the right lighting because I would have known shit, and I don't think our director wouldn't be there.
No, really, I wouldn't have. I know shit about lighting.
It went good, I guess. Like everyone says, it was lit well, so I guess it was lit well.
I must say I really enjoyed the apartment. It was a very nice apartment.
Found some dead lizards in Jesse's house. They painted his fucking windows black. Probably the funniest part of it.
The apartment we actually had to shoot twice. The only thing the first day that came out good was outside the door sequence where Smiles finds the letter from his landlord. That came out really good, but all the inside stuff was just fucked up completely with continuity. So we went back and actually reshot that. And another thing on the first day was that damn cat.
Here, kitty. Alright, I was gonna crawl on this. I was making sure I wasn't gonna squish the damn thing.
What are we looking for here? The cat?
The cat.
The cat is real name is Tiffany.
Tiffany?
Yes.
No, we're gonna call him Lucifer.
And she belongs to my cousin.
The cat. Well, he was tough to work with.
And the face is like actually frozen, just like Smiles' character, because my aunt apparently was in a hurry one day and drove out of the driveway a little too fast and ran the cat over, breaking its jaw. Its jaw was like hanging down loose for about 3 days until they were actually able to recapture the cat and take it to the vet. They basically just wired its jaw shut to where it has that look where the tongue sticking out like that.
Oh! Run away!
Fucking pussy.
Give her the can. Let her lick the can.
I'm gonna explore.
Meow mix. Come here.
Don't let her get on the back.
I still have scars from the cat.
The cat was the most impossible thing to work with in the entire world.
Oh, now we're scaring her.
Watch on her. Got it.
Into the...
Don't scare her.
Don't go to bed, please, God.
I was the official cat wrangler for Sean's cousin's cat.
Nobody wants to exploit your stupid car accident.
To try and catch you guys up, John is still in the room trying to coax the cat to come out from under the bed.
Atta girl. Come on.
Shit.
There we go. No.
Careful.
Be careful. Yeah. Damn it.
But the second day in the apartment, when we went back and shot with the cat, we had a plan. We cornered the cat. We tricked it with food, and after about 45 minutes of tape, we got some good shots with the cat.
Top of the morning.
That sure is.
That was a long day. That was a long damn day.
That was an incredibly long day, but very rewarding at the end of it all.
That was fun. That was actually the longest day shoot I've ever done for any project, and it was taxing, but it was worth it. You know, I didn't want to stop at any point. I did get hungry, of course, but
We got a little disorganized at the beginning of the whole group therapy sequence, but we got our shit together and we were on the dolly the entire fucking time. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it was cool, but it presented some problems in post.
yeah, it was awesome. All the equipment that we got to use, half of that stuff I never used before.
But it was still fun. We did a crane shot, which was really good, and it looked really good, but we forgot to plug batteries in the clocks, so we ended up not being able to use the crane shot. Then also, we went on from there to the science lab, and how convenient, our actors were showing up early. So we had actors for one scene, 2 hours early for the next scene, and so on and so forth all day long. So we were having to keep our actors happy while running 2 or 3 sets at the same time.
By far, I had the most actors out of all the groups. We had, I think, like 20 actors.
Just moving about from set to set, setting up new lighting and a new place to put tripods, and just coordinating. I got to give my hat off to the producer for coordinating all the actors to come in at a specific time and saying we've got to be done by this shot by this time, so that these actors can come in and we got to take care of another shot.
We have no time.
We don't have time unless we do it quick. We gotta still shoot all the Calamity and be done at 4:30 for.
Is he coming at 4:30?
For corner, yeah.
Just moving left and right all over the place, and getting that actually done in an 18-hour time span. I mean, the majority of our film was that day, and I mean, it was just incredibly done with awesome accuracy, efficiency, everything you would expect from a professional shoot.
The science lab shot, that went good. We got in and out of that. For some reason, we wanted to use the fog machine. Didn't present any problems, but I didn't understand it. Then we went on to what was it? The firing scene in the coroner's office, and that was a really good shoot. That about an hour and a half we spent in that office. That was really good. Really good lighting, really good setup, tear down, got in and out really quick.
I don't need to reach out with the car, right? You're just gonna.
Yeah, it'll just be like, call me if you need a reference. Bam, right down sidewalk next to the apartment. The only thing is when you pick up the bodies.
Wow, it's been 12 hours?
Yeah.
Then about 11:30 that night, we wrapped up, tore down, and I got home about 1:30 in the morning. What's next? The graveyard was fun. I got burnt to hell. I couldn't move my arms or my neck for like about 2 weeks afterwards. We had problems with the generator. Generator had enough power, but it broke it down into separate ports, so we could only have so many watts come out at a certain time, so we couldn't run all the lights we wanted to run. We still managed to work around it. Had a little bit of problem with extras. Only had really guys come. We only had 2 girls come to the entire thing, one of those being the main girl, Calamity.
Hey, Mid, where the hell are we?
We're at a graveyard. We're not supposed to be here, but we're filming anyways.
What? How about another thing? Here's our Cine hard at work.
I wouldn't say at work.
Or hard.
Freezing.
Yeah, it is.
It's fucking cold.
Apartment complex.
Alright.
Oh yeah, the only other problem was my buddy John came. He was the guy who tackles Smiles. He didn't wear dress shoes. He wore bright white Nikes to the funeral, which if you look closely in the movie, you'll be able to see.
Here, why is Mother Nature being a bitch?
Bad. It's really bad. It's freezing cold. It's windy.
It's like knocking over everything.
Well, I'll turn it back off. I just want to make sure you get the lighting correct.
Alright, now like a man. Gussie M. Smiley.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
Good work, sir. Break for lunch!
And it tastes good too.
But I think in the end it still looked out pretty good.
What are some trials and tribulations that you've experienced with working with Final Cut Pro in our footage?
Fuck 24p. How about that?
Working with a co-editor was definitely my first time working with someone else who has the same amount, if not more, experience than me.
I actually, well, the first problem we had was Myers had a folder and somehow some fuck erased it off the computer, so we had to recapture all that.
But in any case, it was definitely rewarding working with Final Cut Pro for the first time and getting together the complications of a 24PA shot.
Hopefully by the time you see this, the interlacing problem is fixed and you're seeing lines through the damn screen.
Just crazy experimentation with us, my co-editor, and the editing system itself.
Like resetting the sequences when you go back in, otherwise it captures your footage weird. I had problems when I transferred to my home computer. It'll actually set different in and out points, so you're seeing different things when you try to pull up the project.
But definitely learned a lot in that amount of time. and hopefully it's a lesson learned and won't come across this again.
But all in all, it's been fun. I mean, I spent a lot of hours on this, but it's been worth it.
Is there anything else you want to add to your experience?
Yeah, this is by far the most professional shoot I've ever been on, which I think was really cool. We got to use a NTSC monitor. We used a jib arm. We used a dolly. We got dolly happy, but we used a dolly.
I've done other little things, but nothing to this extent.
An amazing, fucking spectacular, sensational, stellar crew. I couldn't have asked for a better crew to work with.
No, everyone was awesome. I think everyone had their own creative input. I think Sean did an excellent job writing this. He wrote it so fucking fast. I can't write it. I'm glad we had a writer. Put it that way.
Just want to say I really enjoyed working with this crew. I think we picked the perfect crew out of our class to do each position. Everybody did their position really well. It's also my first time working with a crew where everybody had a specific job.
We had the best crew out of any of them. I'm not ashamed to say that. Yeah.
Budget as producer. As producer, I had to be in charge of this stuff right here, and it went well. I'm glad we had a $300 budget, and
still missing $100.
Yeah, somewhere in there. I think you got 5 table dances.
And the money worked out here.
Because John turned out to be a very good director, and I'm glad to just be able to put my 2 cents of cinematography.
It was a lot of fun. Everybody having their own job. It was a complete different experience. I had a lot of fun. I hope to work with all these guys in the future.
We still have some left over. Hopefully.
Anything good in this thing at all, it's me.
I definitely want to give take my hat off to Steven. I think out of all of us, he did do a lot of crazy shots, with the dolly and so on and so forth, but the project wouldn't look nearly as good if we didn't have his experience with lighting and all the other equipment that we used. Okay. And then, of course, me and John.
We all just declared ourselves a specific occupation, and we knew exactly what we had to do, and we entrusted other people's creative activities and creative imagination and creative decisions to take care of their own job. So hats off to the director for all the artistic looks. Hats off to our cine, with all of the lighting and the camera angles and the dollying. Hats off to the producer, constantly calling everybody. Hats off to Sean for coming up with the thing, and hats off to my co-editor for actually, dealing with my kind of inexperience.
Just that I hope you like it.
I hope you enjoy it. I hope it gets the laughs we want it to get. It's not to be taken seriously. It's a comedy, so just enjoy it and have fun. Laugh out loud.